Oh, I have a bat.
Yeah, you have a weapon, see, that explains that. Ready to go? No. As soon as I hit record.
Hear ourselves.
It's like a laugh track.
Yes.
Really?
It's a good thing.
Who's listening to TV?
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I'd like to call the Philomath Urban Renewal Agency Budget Committee together. Could we have a roll call? Or do you want us to just
You acknowledge everybody that's here.
and everybody say your name as we go around?
That'd be great.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Candy Cakes?
Chaz Jones.
Jeff Sheminsky. Mark Kepi.
David Love, Frank Kingston.
Did you forget? That's my play. Teresa Nielsen.
Mike Merzinski.
And Chris just got up.
And those on.
And Van Hunsaker.
And those online.
Oh, you too.
too.
Would you announce yourselves online there?
Matt Lehman.
Jessica Andrade.
Okay. Thank you.
Just nobody tell Ruth that we did that because she gave me a list for me to read through and I didn't have it with me, so.
Oh.
Hey Spencer, what's your name? Say it again. What's your name? Spencer. Irwin. There you go. President. I went down with 4. Good job.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is approval of the April 19th, 2023 minutes.
I'll make the motion to approve April 7th, or May 7th, sorry. April 19th minutes.
And I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the April 19th Philomath Urban Renewal Agency Budget Committee meeting minutes. Is there any discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carries. So doesn't look like we have any visitors here. So we'll dispense with having visitor comments. Now we have the Budget Committee approval of the budget document. Mike, do you want to
Okay.
talk to us about it?
I gave y'all a summary sheet after the first page. First page has my report to the committee. As there was no change, we made no change to the budget. It will be approved at 839,987, and that's the first motion where you have somebody gets to make that motion. Second motion is to set the maximum amount of revenue, property taxes that we can get for urban renewal. And basically, there's no change to the budget, and we just need to make the two motions.
So is somebody willing to make motion for that first paragraph?
So moved. Second.
I probably should read it. Yeah,
First paragraph works.
okay. It's been moved and seconded to the Budget Committee to approve the Urban Renewal Agency budget for the fiscal year July 1st through 2023, ending June 30th, 2024, with total requirements of $839,987. Any discussion on the motion? Yes,
Who seconded it before I lose that?
didn't you second it?
Oh,
Counselor, yes, sir.
You?
yes.
Okay.
I'll make
Teresa.
it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Sure.
I should have noted that. No discussion on the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carries. And the second motion regarding the revenue. Is there somebody who will make that? Yes.
Let's see, I move that the Budget Committee for the Philomath Urban Renewal Agency approve a request for the maximum amount of revenue that may be raised by dividing the taxes under section 10C, Article 9 of the Oregon Constitution that no amount be raised by the imposition of a special levy for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2023 and ending June 30, 2024 for the Philomath Urban Renewal Agency.
I second it. I second it.
Candy seconded it. And David seconded. Keith, what? It's been moved in second to set request the maximum amount of revenue to be raised for the urban renewal district. Is there any discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carries. Yeah. Was that the ad valorem, the second thing we did?
That is the
Oh.
valorem, yes.
Okay. So we're done. Is there anything that needs to come before the Urban Renewal District Budget Committee? Then we will adjourn. And we'll go right into, we'll open the City of Philomath Budget Committee meeting. And do you want to do the roll call this time?
I would love to. Candy Cates.
Here.
Spencer Irwin.
Present.
Mark Kepi.
Here, present.
Ben Hunsaker.
Here.
Jeff Smootski.
Here.
Brent Caseman.
Here.
David Lowe.
Here.
Teresa Nielsen.
Here.
Matt Lehman.
Here.
Ruth Causey.
Here.
Jessica Andrade.
Present.
Chaz Jones.
Here.
Thank you. So the first order on the item on the agenda is the minutes for the May 3rd Budget Committee minutes. Is there a motion to approve those? Is
So moved.
there a second?
I'll second.
Look, Spencer was the loudest. It's been moved and seconded to approve the May 3rd Budget Committee minutes. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carries. Again, we have space here for visitor comments, but we don't have any visitors join us. So we'll go right into responding to questions from the second budget meeting.
Okay. Go ahead, Dan.
Go. Oh, yes.
Like, for the attachment, there's 2 pages towards the back. Ken Rubin, the chief of police, answered and clarified the wolf, whatever how do you even say that, what? I can't even do it.
WVOPS.
WVOPS. He can say, he's got that acronym down. The question was, what happened to the Philomath Fire and Rescue, why it's not listed in the FEMA matrix, and the explanation was given by the Chief Ferguson of the Philomath Rescue. Was any questions on that answer? Okay, David.
Lynn County sounds odd. Why wouldn't it be Clinton County?
That's where they got tied in.
Yeah,
Fire districts
yeah, they do.
kind of have larger areas and
And then the second question was, was the headers correct on the fee matrix? And it sounds like it was not, but he said he got up-to-date information, it was included. So did we have any questions on that? That would be our cost next year. Moving on. Okay, and then the last question we had, Dan asked us to give us a couple of scenarios, and basically, once I read what he wanted to do, it's do some cost accounting for public works, so they can get a rate for each one of the funds. I've done that once in Josephine County, and it took a lot of work to do it. I remember when we did it back in the 80s. They still do it. They've got 2 people doing it right now. So I mean, it's a great idea. It's just, is the city of Philomath ready for it? At this time, no. I think the way Kevin goes through it, they're pretty thorough on the way they do the it's not really a rate, it's their allocations. So, I think we'll just stay here for now until we feel a little bit bigger and where we can afford to have some other people do it for, for that staff. I kind of say no to it in my memo, but I remember it's a great thing that works. You can do federal rates. Once you get that, you can do the indirect costs. But it's like I said, right now, we're just not ready for it. So, any questions on that?
We're good.
Okay, so now moving back to the front of after the minutes. My report, what I tried to do is I gave you a report and then I gave you the summary of how the budget changed from what we proposed and then what the budget committee changed with the questions. So if you look at the summary sheet or however you want to approach it, I just basically netted everything out so you could see. This is the budget went for, if you look at the summary page, it's called the Budget Committee Approved Budget Summary Report. The city administration went from $1,762,000 to $1,751,000, and then it's because we reduced the defense reimbursements and miscellaneous finance expense that went down, and we reduced the city manager planning expense. So those were the three big items that made that change. Then I did that for the building and grounds and the city council. So basically, the budget went from, you look on the last page, I'm sorry we didn't number these, but it's, the budget went from $35,565,000 down to $35,514,000. The change was $29,000 roughly. So I don't know, if you have any questions, I just kind of summarized, this is how we did it. And then the last, then we move into, if there's no questions, we move into the two motions that need to be done. And I'm going to leave that in your hands unless you have any questions.
Is there any questions about this document?
Excellent.
I have a question.
Oh, yes.
But it's actually, it's on the second page of the summary report under streets.
Under what?
Streets.
Okay.
There's an unappropriated ending fund balance, and below that is a total tax fund requirement.
Oh, Ruth, thank you. That should be total street, not total room tax. I don't know how I did that. That must be a carryover from Newport. Sorry.
Total street?
Yes, that should be total street fund requirements, not total room tax.
Under 21.
Under 21, correct. Fund 21, that is the streets. It's not the room tax.
I wonder if we have similar items, issues under 22, 32.
Yep, 32.
And 22.
22, there, yep. And I should probably relabel 41 to LBE.
So what is 32?
32 should be economic development, not line underground.
Looks like all of them.
Yeah, I was,
General fund is not all, but looks correct.
A lot of them.
and that's the number one fund for everyone in this, in the nation, so I will make the changes. I got the water fund, I got the proprietary, right, but I messed up on the general fund, the general government.
Is 16, does that mean?
Yep,
So in each one of those funds, the first line that is bold,
right,
that's what should be
that's what
read
it should be, yes.
down there underneath for the requirements.
I got the general fund right, and I got the proprietary fund, which are the streets and water, the wastewater, water, and storm drain. 43 should be an STC. Yep, those should be all, and they're not reserves, it's STC requirements.
You got the last three right.
That's the last three, like first part, last three.
Mike, are these the summary sheets that we actually used in the budget, or were these just pulled together for
This
this
is just for
meeting?
y'all. This goes nowhere beyond this. This is just, but we can, I want to correct it for next year. So we'll make that change.
We don't have to amend the motion then.
No, because this is not the motion. The next page. Oh, let me explain this back here. I'm sorry, before we go into that. I gave you this list, the listing of all the questions. And then behind it are the pages that were affected by the change. So that's what this is all about. You asked us to make changes on, or we had I didn't make the change for dollar amounts. Yes, I did, because this is the approved budget, so that's what this package is. So,
Yes.
Can I just acknowledge Councilor McMorrin's joined the meeting at 6:15?
Okay. Can you hear?
Yes, I can. I can confirm that I joined the meeting.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Okay, so is there any questions? Thank you, Ruth, for catching all that.
yes, thank you.
Is there a motion for approving the budget then?
I'll do it.
You will?
Yeah, somebody write it, or do I have to say all the things?
It's on the packet.
It's in the packet.
If you don't read it, then Van's going to, so.
I'll read it. I move that the budget committee approve a budget, for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2023, and ending June 30, 2024, for the city of Philomath, with the total requirements of $35,484,882 in accordance with the foregoing summary of funds and changes, and further recommend that the approval budget for fiscal year 2023-2024 be adopted by the city of Philomath City Council.
I'll second it.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's say with the foregoing revised summary of funds, because I've got to make a change. It was part of the adoption. So,
With the foregoing,
sorry.
do you want me to redo the whole?
No, you don't know.
Okay.
We'll just say that amendment there.
Yeah, revised.
Right.
Okay. Is there a second to
I'll
that
second
motion?
it.
Oh, you did.
I did second it.
You did already do that. All right. Is there any discussion on the motion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. Motion carries. And then there's a second.
I would like to move that the budget committee hereby approve taxes provided for in the city of Philomath budget for the fiscal year July 1st, 2023, and ending June 30th, 2024, at the rate of $5.305 per $1,000 of assessed value.
Is there a second?
So now I'm all on my own.
Yeah.
Can I just get a clarification on that rate? Was that 5.3005?
Yes. I think.
Oh,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
you
I
let
think you left out a
Did you
zero.
leave out a
Zero. I was trying to
That makes a difference.
it's a zero here.
You got it.
So it's 5.3005. Is there, oh, Candy?
I seconded
You
it.
seconded
She
that.
seconded it.
So is there any discussion on that motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carries. Gee, are we ready to go home? Is there anything more, Chris or Mike, that you'd like to say?
I do want to say thank you for your time, y'all. Is there anything that we would like to do differently next year? Is there thoughts? Are you okay with the way it's being presented? Can we do it differently or give you more information or less information? This is pretty much, you're getting, I've seen bigger books than what I produce, so Just curious. But I do want to say thank you for your time. Sometimes it's coming into this stuff, it's pretty hard, so thank you.
And if you have something now, you can email or
Yeah.
reach out to us later if you think of something, but we're always, there's no perfect way to do this. It's all really based on the group and what this body as the budget committee for the city wants to see. So we're happy to tweak and make improvements going forward, but I'll just second Mike. I really appreciate the dedication. It's a beautiful time of year to be indoors, so glad to keep this meeting a little bit shorter, but I know there's a lot, the meetings are only a portion of what you do. A lot of what you do, the public doesn't see, and they're not watching on YouTube, but you sitting out at your desk while everybody else is off having fun, and you're cranking through a budget and trying to run figures and make sense of all of this. I recognize that, so just want to acknowledge that and tell you how much I appreciate you going through and being a good steward of the city's funds. As a member of the budget committee, especially for newer folks, you'll get a quarterly update from the finance director as well. Just kind of make sure that we're on track. You can compare that to your numbers. Feel free to keep your binders, but do kind of keep them separate and together. If your notes and things are on there, you can keep all that together and just hang on to that for future years. If you want to turn stuff in to Ruth, she'll recycle stuff. But again, if it was me, I would just hang on to it and get those quarterly reports and kind of look and see where we're at and how we're comparing. And then, as always, feel free to come in and talk to Mike or I with any questions that you've got along the way. But that's all we've got from the staff level. Thank you all very much.
Does anybody else?
I'd say thanks to Mike. I think you do a great job of answering questions and really being thorough and really doing your homework. And you can tell you put a lot of time and effort into it. So I just want to give thanks to the great job you've done with this.
Agreed.
I'll also just mention that I happen to sit on a lot of budget committees. And actually on this one, I really like the balance between detail versus overview. Some, it's really just a high level overview and it's, do you approve? Okay, or other times, everybody come in and talk about every aspect of the budget. And this I just think is a really nice balance between the two, so I appreciate it.
Okay. Anybody else? I thank everybody for your participation as well. And maybe we'll see each other next year. We're adjourned.